self-defense training now, but solo training, you need to understand that just hitting a tonfa in the air is not a good way to be prepared for hitting an actual human being attacking you. You'd still do damage, but you'd probably lose control over your weapon. So let's first look at the simplest one. We're using the front end of it, and we do some punches. And for that, all we're going to do is do some bag sparring. So your arms are up, imagine same as a boxer, and I just want you to punch. Nothing different from normal boxing, you just have weapons in your hands. So one thing that is important with that punch is as you hit, that you don't lose connection between your forearm and the length of the tonfa. So it becomes important that you're pressing on the little finger inwards and pushing on the thumb outwards to maintain the grip here. Nice firm grip when you're punching, that you don't lose connection with your tonfa as you're hitting. Let's look at the second most simple way of using the tonfa, and that's just using it as a strike. So from here you can even think of it like maybe an uraken type strike. You using the arm to push, maybe do a couple of punches in between, hold the guy, hit him in the face. So again, with this, important that the grip on the handle is good, because if you press and there's a weak grip, the tonfa is going to fall away from your arm. Now as we get a little bit more complicated, let's look at the extended punch. Now here it's very easy to lose control over the weapon, but it does give you a longer range. So just have a firm grip on the handle and poke. Don't try and push through. Think of these extended ones more as a quick jab. Just make the guy blink and then smash him. So from here, 1, right, so these are more longer range. You've got a much longer range attack here, but it's not going to be as powerful because there's a risk of losing control. Okay, once we've done all the smashing, the basic movements, let's look at the swiveling movement here. Let's keep it simple. We do the horizontal one first, and we're going to strike and let it come back. 1, just comes back. So it's the same as it would hit your back and bounce back. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. You just keep going a couple of times. Right, once you understand that one, let's try and drag the tonfa through and stop against the back. So you want to cut, control, and bring back. So from here, now you're cutting through your target. It doesn't bounce off, it smashes through, and you need to control the tonfa. Once you've done that a couple of times, let's look at the inside out movement. So from here, same thing, just think of it as an uraken, comes back to your arm, flicks out, and it comes straight back. Now let's look at cutting. So you want to hit and you want to bring it all the way through. So it's important that here you're not smashing into it and letting it bounce halfway back from where you need to control it. This one you want to hit and drag your arm through as if it's a knife that you're cutting with. Right. Now for the last one, we do the figure 8 movement. So the bag doesn't have a nice crook of the neck here. You're going to have to use your imagination a bit. But we want to cut through. And just get the feel impact. Because if you cannot control the weapon during impact, if you don't understand, sometimes I'm going to hit and it needs to come back, sometimes I'm going to hit, it needs to cross all the way through, might do a second attack here. If you don't understand all the impact related problems that could occur, you won't be able to control your weapon during a fight. So what I suggest this week, keep it kind of basic. Do a couple of round punches, do a couple of round extended punches, do a couple of rounds just slicing horizontal, and then a couple of rounds figure eight movements. Enjoy.